Cooking video number 2. Now, if I play my cards right, I can keep the window light out of your screen to save your eyes from unbearable brightness. Thankfully, the sun comes out in Montana. I have my trusty meat tenderizer here. I was getting about ready to resort to using a good old-fashioned hammer, but I did find where my lovely wife placed the meat tenderizer, and therefore we are now going to make Ol Reub's chicken hardcore Don red, white, and blue America. If you don't like it, you can get out. Just realized I forgot my plastic wrap. Supposedly, I shall be able to take these chicken thighs individually. I'm using chicken thighs, not chicken breast, because we all know of the inferior protein that we call chicken. You're welcome, America's beef producers. Of that inferior protein, thighs are indeed the best. They have the most flavor. They're less expensive because people are just too soft in 2022. They don't like fat. Well, as you can tell, I like fat. Got my camo pants on, my American flag suspenders on, because the last thing you want to happen when you are making a nice meal for your dear wife and your dear daughter is to, well, have a wardrobe malfunction. So let me get my plastic wrap. I'm going to try not to edit very much because I hate editing. I felt like I did too much of it in the last video. You may recall the sweet and swine pork butt, the recipe which I did improvise based on some input from the good fellows over there at Meat Church. Yeah, so and it went pretty well. I don't want to edit that much this time. I might end up having to. I'm going to go get my plastic wrap. And it's probably not going to be where I think it's going to be, because that is how life goes here. Okay, here we go. All right, we have got our name brand plastic wrap purchased from our very own Galactic Empire. Now, again, I will believe this when I see it. I've seen some people make this recipe that I am calling, as you remember, Ol Reub's chicken hardcore Don red, white, and blue. This is America, and if you don't like it, you can get out. Well, we'll see how it works. Now, if the first chicken thigh does not go how I want it to go, this is, I hate plastic wrap. If there's chicken swill getting hammered all over my kitchen and my countertop, which I just cleaned, I'm not going to continue. I have 2 cutting boards because I didn't want to take the giant one out. Now, here's a good principle for you. When you're working with an inferior protein, you can add a less inferior protein to that inferior protein to make it an on par almost with beef protein. Now, I have ham here, also from the Galactic Empire. You know who you are. And I have some bacon I'd like to try, some thick slice maple bacon from a close personal friend. I'm not sure if he would like that I mention his name here, so I'm not going to, but if you watch, you know who you are, buddy. So here we go. We're going to get this out here, one piece here. Now, you're supposed to mallet this flat. I already want to puke. There are few things in the world to me that are worse than handling raw chicken. I like chicken, don't get me wrong. Again, as I said earlier, I prefer beef. But just even looking at this makes me want to vomit. I'm not kidding. All right, so here we go. We're going to put the plastic wrap on here. Again, oh boy. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to use the flat side, not the studded side, the spiky side. Oh, I'm going to tell you, this is disgusting. It honestly makes me evaluate all of my life choices. Nope. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Oh, there goes. See, now I don't want to get chicken swill on my cheese. Even though, now all this stuff is going to be cooked together. But I just don't like stuff flying around. Now, I probably should have got a bigger piece of plastic wrap. But I think these two are flattened. So we're gonna leave them that flat. And we'll continue on with the rest of them. I am probably going to have to edit a little bit because you don't want to sit here and watch me flatten all these chicken thighs. So we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I've been putting into practice a little trick I learned from some buddies of mine who happen to draw on me permanently. Clean hand, dirty hand. Been handling handling the chicken with my left hand and using my right hand to get other stuff. Now this is all going to be combined anyway. I've dumped my toothpicks out on the counter, and you may be thinking, "Hey, how come he looks so bad?" Well, I'll tell you this: you don't have to look good to cook good. Like, I'm evidence of that, right? I mean, come on. All right, so I've pulverized these chicken thighs as much as I want to. Now I've touched the chicken with both hands, so I want to take note of that because I'm not a germaphobe, but this is. I'm sorry, I'm not making this look very appetizing. I do think it'll turn out nice. So I've pulverized all these as flat as I'm gonna get them, as flat as I want to get them. And so I'm gonna season with this Alpine Touch, Montana's special spice. Big Sky Country approved. All right, so I'm gonna season these up. I'm gonna wrap them up. I better just do one. Now I'm getting this dirty. Got to take note of that as well. I'm starting to feel like that Phil Hartman character, the something chef. I'm gonna wipe all this stuff down with bleach, with sanitary wipes after I'm done. So I'm gonna season the inside first, and not too much because I have a person that can't have too much sodium. I'm gonna do ham. I cut them to about, again, ham from the deli at the Galactic Empire. I cut the ham about the width I thought it looked like I was gonna need. I'm gonna put 3 pieces because this is deli sliced ham, so I'm gonna put 3 pieces in each one. And I have the little ends too. I might, if I run out of ham, I'm gonna put those in as well. So 3 pieces per chicken thigh, maybe less. We'll see. I'm gonna do 3 for these 2. All right, and then as you can see here, I've got a bunch of Swiss cheese cut up. I gotta be careful how I handle this stuff. Don't do it like I do, okay? How's that sound? And I'm gonna put one little brick of Swiss cheese in each piece. And then I'm gonna try, I think I'm probably just gonna fold it in half. I know you're kind of supposed to roll it, but I think I can fold this in half and lance it with a couple toothpicks. And that should hold it together. I think I might be able to get away with just 2 toothpicks, maybe 1 if I place it correctly. So then this is gonna go on the grill like this, and it should turn out pretty good. I'm gonna put these in a foil baking pan because I don't want to lose all of the drippings in the bottom of the Traeger, the wood fire pellet grill smoker, whatever you want to call it. So again, I'm going to do that. I'm going to fold these in half. I'm going to season all the outsides. I'm going to do some with bacon, and with the ones I use bacon on in, I'm going to probably wrap a piece of bacon around the outside as well. But this is actually turning out pretty good. You probably can't see super well, but I just kind of book folded those with the ham and the cheese in the middle, and it's working pretty well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this all turns out. I'm gonna try and get away with 1 toothpick on this one because, you know, toothpicks, they're valuable. They used to be trees. All right, so I'm gonna get these all put together. I'm gonna season them, and then you're gonna see me a little bit later when I throw them on the smoker, because I want to smoke these, and I think they're going to be really good. So, thank you very much. We'll see you in a little bit. Washed my hands about 40 times. I did have to open up a giant liter of cola. And I got to wipe off the outside of this thing like I said I would. Anything I touch with chicken hands, I sanitize, because chicken hands are gross hands. And bleh, I sometimes even use these as my own hand wipes. They're probably not good for your skin, but I don't really care. Just want to wipe that all down, make sure it's not gross anymore. And I'll show you what I've done. Is this pretty? No. Have I ever made this before? No, I have not. But I wrapped everything up. There are 5 ham and 3 bacon, I believe. And so the bacon ones, I put bacon around the outside and put bacon around the inside. I'd show you closer, but you'll see it when we get on the grill. I'm gonna put all these in this this baking foil. I have two baking foil pans, lined with another piece of aluminum foil. I like to reuse these if I can, because they come in handy and you never have one when you need one. So I'm gonna put all these in here. I'm gonna throw it on the grill probably an hour and a half to two, probably an hour and a half before supper time, just to make sure that everything gets done. I'm gonna put the grill at 300 to 350 degrees. Hopefully that's long enough. It should be, and we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna check it probably every half hour on the half hour. Now I've got two that don't fit, so these two are probably gonna just go on the grill just to see what happens directly on the grate. The rest will be in the foil pan here, and we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna turn out good. Now I had all this extra cheese. I was gonna tell you I had all this extra cheese. I cut too much, so I put some on the outside, and yeah, I think it'll probably be pretty good. A lot of it'll probably drip down and get all messy, but I think that's okay. So I'm gonna put these in the fridge. I'm gonna cover them with some plastic wrap, put them in the fridge, and then before supper time, hopefully around the time my wife gets home, it's my day off by the way, I'll have these on the grill. So stay tuned. She's a cold one out here. I think we're hovering around 0 or below, but it's refreshing. It's exfoliating. No, probably not that. Anyway, I'm putting all this chicken on the grill. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh, there's all the chicken. Grill's up to 306. As I said, I'm gonna put 2 pieces on right on the grate. See how they fare. And the rest will go on in the foil pans. Let me show you. All right, I'm losing heat. I'm gonna close her up. I'm gonna take a look and see our progress after a half hour. Interesting difference between in and out of the pan. I'm gonna put my probe into one so I can check. All right, better get back closed. Get the hatch closed so I don't lose more heat. It is complete. The chicken is done. You can actually, if you come in here, Val, camera lady, you can see the difference between the chicken that was on the grate and all the chicken that was in these foil pans. But it's cooked up all the way, done. Bacon, ham. I have to remember how I said this again. Ol Reub's hardcore chicken America. I can't remember how I said it. It'll be in the title. But hey, thanks for watching. And there, Ol Reub's chicken hardcore Dawn red, white, and blue. If you don't like America, then you can get out. Done. You can see the difference between the chicken that was on the grate and the chicken that wasn't. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful Christmas.